Hi there. This video is going to be short. Don't mind how I look, and I really don't care how I look. It's really late. It's about 3:20 a.m. Should be sleeping. I am going to go to bed right after this. But I wanted to just come on and allow the spirit to speak through me. I'm really sad. I'm really sad. I can't stop thinking about Emmett Till and his final moments, how he must have begged and pleaded for his life, how many times he must have said the word please, and I'm sorry, and I won't do it again. Let me go home to my mama. Like how many times he just kept repeating those words, and none were to any avail. None touched anyone in that mob's heart because those mobsters were heartless. After a while, I imagined him just stop begging, just silently, just crying and whimpering, just waiting for it to be over. Like, how can you guys do this to a child, a little boy? 14 years old, attacked by a group of grown white men. And there's nobody in the white community that's faced, because I'm sure I'm not the first one to say his name. This happened like back in 1955, and Emmett Till doesn't have a day, but Charlie Kirk, or whatever his name is, gets a Medal of Honor for being hateful. This is America. This is America, where the person in office who has supreme power over the land is the same person that wanted to see five innocent people, executed without being thoroughly investigated, without a fair trial. These 5 people were incarcerated falsely through coarse confessions because law enforcement, again, serves justice the way they want to serve justice. This is not true justice. Imagine if they listened to Trump and those 5 men, Latinos and black men, let's be clear, were executed for something they didn't do, all because a white woman is so important in Trump's eyes and in the collective racist consciousness of America. You're under the white woman's wicked spell where she could say anything and you're moved to do her bidding, her dirty work. This is the America you want to live in? This is the America you want for your children? Because I don't think a house that is divided could stand for much longer. I'm gonna go on to the cards because I didn't really come on here to cry, but I felt led to come on. But I am sad. I'm not gonna hold back my feelings. I am so disappointed is mild. Angry is not enough. Appalled? Yes, very much so. Extremely saddened. I feel like it's building up into fury. And I've never really been furious. I'm kind of afraid of what that feels like and what I am capable of doing with fury. I don't think it'll be pretty. I don't think it'll be nice. I don't think it'll be cute. And I want to say this as a reminder, a friendly reminder, that I wasn't acting in my videos. Well, in none of my videos, really. I know sometimes I could put on a good show, but it's really no act. Everything's a part of a message. So when I said in a previous video, when I was wearing the BBB shirt, Bye Baby, that for every one, there'll be 3, I was serious. For every one of my babies, it's gonna be 3 of your people until you kill me. If you kill me, when you kill me. And when you kill me, if you kill me, you'll just prove my point. That you specialize in killing, stealing, and destroying. The plan of the enemy, the work of the devil, the father of lies, children of darkness, children who are disconnected from the Most High God, children who are rejected by Jesus the Christ. The weed that must be separated from the wheat. The seed of the serpent, the wicked one. You'll prove my point. You'll prove Malcolm X's point that you are the devil. Because you can't change. 1955, Emmett Till. He stands out because we know there's so many others. But he stands out tonight. Recently, lately, every now and then, he stands out because he's 14 and he did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. That white woman wasn't like the woman in Central Park. That white woman wasn't touched. Emmett Till probably wasn't even whistling at her directly. He was probably just whistling because he was a happy-go-lucky kid, having a good day, having natural joy that's given by the Lord God above. And this woman flattered herself, thinking she was cute, thinking she was important, because her daddy told her so. And the mobsters, the thugs, the hooligans, everything you white people call the black community, especially Charlie Kirk, who was fixing his thin lips to talk about gang violence right when he was assassinated, allegedly, but never recounts these stories of the Emmett Tills, innocent blood shed on American soil. Someone has to pay for that. And I'm not talking about Jesus Christ, my Lord. Someone will have to pay for that. Thank goodness the Central Park 5 were not executed all willy-nilly by Trump's immature whim. Only God knows what Trump is planning to do now that he has even more power. If he didn't care about those 5 people that didn't do anything, you think he cares about us? Do you think he truly cares about anyone who doesn't look like him or his daughter? Please, America, please. I do not want any more Emmett Tills taken. Gone too soon. Another mother's heart broken. With no recourse, no apology, nothing. Because justice is only for white women? Is that the message you're sending, America? Is that the message you want to send, America? You could cause a lot of damage, America. I know you have access to weapons of mass destruction. I know. But to really kill everybody, you would have to kill yourself too. Are you willing to make the sacrifice, America? Are you willing to make that sacrifice because you so desperately want to dominate? Your narcissism has taken over you to where you no longer can consider the feelings and thoughts of others. America, this is a new low. This is us regressing. And I say us because I'm impacted even though I live in Canada. There's an impact. It's a ripple effect. We could do so much better than this. It doesn't always have to be a racial war, division, discontent. Again, if you don't want us around, we could put a barrier, a gulf in between us, but it seems like you can't let us go because you need someone to oppress, to feel good. Ask yourself, why is that? Do I have to oppress someone to feel good on the inside? Are you that empty? Oh, I know why. It's because you're disconnected from the source. And you know why you've been disconnected from the source. I know you not, saith the Lord. You call upon me and I don't hear you. I hear the voice and the cries of the righteous. They're the ones I am out to deliver, saith the Lord, to save, to help. Not the wicked. Not the wicked. But you all pretend so well. But the lies will be exposed. Everything will come to light. You will not get away with what it is you are planning. I know what it is you're planning. I can't spell it out as clear as day. But I know what it is you're planning. And you're going to have to kill me. And do it quick. Because I don't want to have to witness innocent black people, Latinos, Latinas, get caught in the crossfire because people are unprepared for what's coming, because the government of the United States is misusing their powers. Trump we shall see how this unfolds, but all I want to say is they don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. We've been hit by a smooth criminal. All I want to say is that they don't give a damn about. All I want to say is that they don't give a damn about us. They don't fight fair. How can they? They'll lose. And they're sore losers. These racists. They're sore losers. And sore losers makes games no fun. You don't want to play with them again. Who wants to play with sore losers again? So let's not play the game with them. Let them play on their own. Let them make themselves look like a clown with this incoming, what would you call it? I don't even know. I don't even know. Infiltration, I guess. Insurgents. What is this? All I know is most of you don't deserve this at all. And I'm praying for you, United States of America. This wind is so violent. I'm praying that there's no violence. My Lord is angry. My Lord is upset. My Lord is upset. My Lord is going to intervene, and he's going to do so swiftly. My Lord is upset, and so am I. I keep seeing like Leona Lewis, so I'm starting to feel like maybe it means something else. Maybe Leon Lu or Leon Law. Even in my, I feel like I can't, I feel like I shouldn't speak anymore. Let me just pull a few cards. Lee on a list. So somebody could be on a list whose name starts with the L or LE or LL. Since we've been doing double letters. So it doesn't have to, I'm thinking like I've been saying, oh, Leona Lewis, Leona Lewis. Maybe it's not Leona Lewis, the person, the artist. Maybe there's just something to be revealed with those letters within the name. That's coming to me now. Leona Lewis could be relevant. I'm not saying that's not relevant, but it just occurred to me that perhaps I need to look more into it. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I see be careful of me. That's right. That's Cardi B. Okay, Cardi B's a Libra, I believe. So, air sign, which is a clump came out here. I just saw stop smoking. Air sign could be involved. I see sergeant, a sergeant could be involved. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. It doesn't have to be a long one. All I want to say is that they don't give a damn about us. Tired of being a victim of hate. And when I say I, it's not just me. I speak on behalf of everyone who's been a victim of hate. And you're a victim of hate if you're under the domination of white supremacy. Because all that system does is hate. Okay? Hate. And they want you to hate yourself and become so angry to where you hate them and you lash out so they have a reason to kill you, because that's ultimately what they want to do. Look at this. M and M, double up, 2 for 1. I can't make this up. How does this come out when I said there's something about the doubling up? Not just the L's, but any letter really. 2 D's, 2 N's, 2 M's. These 2 M's, I think that has been the main doubling. Okay, but there are other doubles too. But something's going to be a double up. It's going to be a 2 for 1 special. Okay, I know I said 3 for 1 because I like the number 13. So 1 to 3 is 13. But for a situation, this could be a 2 for 1 where 2 people are going to go down for the price of 1. You know what I mean? I don't know. But this is a double up, which I gave you the heads up a while now. Fear not, little flock. For it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. I'm going to read that again. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. We have good results. Oh, that was taken from Luke chapter 12, verse 32 to 34. So Luke coming out again. I believe a Luke card came out before. A Luke could be relevant. A Luke. So a Luke. Or Luke could be relevant. I'm trying to think of which Luke I know. I know there's a producer named Luke. Uncle Luke. Is there Uncle Luke, like a rapper or producer as well? Or it could be anyone named Luke, or it could just simply be Luke in the Bible. But there's going to be good results, okay? For whatever it is you're working on, being tested for, okay? It's looking like it's good results. I'm hearing that song. This has got to be the good life. This has got to be the good life. I think it's the same band that sings Too Late to Apologize. So Good Life, that song might be relevant. We have Queen rising. Okay, amen, hallelujah. Look at that, Queen. Look at that, a queen shall rise and stay ascended. Okay, and we have Breathe Again. I believe this is Tony Braxton. Well, the song is Tony Braxton, but what I want to say, I believe Tony Braxton is also a Libra. Eminem is also a Libra, if I'm looking at this as M and M. And then a card, Cardi B, Be Careful of Me. She's a Libra, so that's 3 Libras. I gotta write that down. I gotta write that down. 3 Libras. So air signs. I told you something about the air signs. After air signs, I think what comes next in terms of what I see, in terms of how things are going to play out, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a earth, air, earth, fire. Yeah, let's say fire for last. Let that be the main event. Well, that's all I have. I don't think I want to go into the tarot, to be honest. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. And that's sad, because we care about them. We care. You know, we care. Can't deny it. Well, I care. I can't speak. I shouldn't speak for others all the time. But I care. I care a lot. Perhaps I care too much. But it is the truth. The Queen of Pentacles not in the deck. Is that a sign for me to pull a tarot card, my lord? I'll just get one. 3 Libras. So we talked about 1955, then Central Park 5. HH is her handbag, Marilyn Monroe's, and I told you she wants it back. Then we have the Tommy, so that's a doubling up. Tommy Mottola, Tommy Hilfiger. We have the Corey, so Corey Carter, Corey Gamble. Then we have Lynn's, right? Jennifer's middle name is Lynn. Gwendolyn is my grandmother's last name, so Lynn is at the end. And then my daughter's grandmother on her paternal side, her name is Lynn, okay? And then Easy E, his middle name is Lynn. So I'm making the connections with Lynn's. I'll probably talk about that next, because there are other Lynn's as well to connect to this. Moving on, we did Catherine's. We had Catherine's with a K. We had a Kate, we had a Katie, and a Kathy. Okay, and then we have Kim Porter, and then Lil Kim. So they're both Kimberly Porter, and then Kimberly Jones, which is Little Kim. So there's definitely a double up here on things. Where else is the double? Jessica, Justin. There's actually 2 Nickis too. So Nikki and a Nikki. So a Nicki Minaj and like a Nikki Gill. I don't know who that is, but that came out. We'll talk about that. There's more to Marshall. There's the E equals MC squared. There's lots going on. Lots been touched on. Lots more to come. But these are some titles of the articles, I guess, that I'm going to be uploading to the website eventually. But there's a lot with Jones too. So Kimberly Jones is Little Kim, which ties into Nas Jones, which goes to Quincy Jones, Kidada Jones. Okay, so there's a Jones connection as well. Love Jones leads me to Nia Long and Tate, but it's really John Singleton that is coming out more. So there's something to be said about John Singleton and Snowfall. There's a Snowfall connection with Idris, which is Franklin, that leads to the UK, and then also another path that leads to France. So stay tuned. There is so much to share. King of Pentacles showing himself now before Queen of Pentacles, now King. So again, a royal match. And this one is Knight of Swords. Something coming in quickly here. I'm gonna end this because I'm so tired. Something is coming in quickly. A desire is gonna be fulfilled for somebody fast, real fast. There's somebody who wants to do something, wants to help somebody meet a goal. See, this is why I didn't want to go into tarot, because one card says something, but then it makes you want to see what else it's saying. Okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I guess the Knight of Swords is only, which is also a air sign. So that's 4 air signs. Whoa. Knight of Swords, that's air sign. Can't make this up. So who were the names I called? Cardi, Eminem. Who else? Toni Braxton. And that's it. And then now this Knight of Swords. Someone's name could be Knight. So this could be Suge Knight, because his name is Knight. Okay. And Keisha Knight Pulliam. I think she's a knight. Her knight is in the middle, so that might be relevant. So here's a knight connection as well. Oh, wow. But it's definitely something about a list here. Somebody's name being on a list. Okay. Anything else before I wrap this up? Toni Braxton, Eminem, Cardi. So C-E-T or E-C-T. What's that? Etc. Isn't that etc. E-C-T? So more to the list. Something more is going to be added to something. Something continue. T-E-C, tech. Something could be relevant about tech. I'm going to Google C-E-T when I get off this to see what comes up for that. But those letters could be relevant. Could be the letters of someone's name, first, middle, and last. Or it could mean something else for you. Okay, but those letters are standing out. Or those people could be relevant to a case. Cardi, Eminem, Toni Braxton. I mentioned LL before, I believe. Kadada. I see Busta Rhymes here as well. Okay. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And please do catch me on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.